Teacher talking sports, what does, what do, how we live. And normally I do my weekly picks on Wednesday. After work, I've been doing my who is the best player in MLB, each MLB team's franchise history. So I decided to leave it for Thursday morning this week, and maybe I'll go back to Wednesday next week. I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, yes, week 10 is coming tonight with Thursday night football. Week 10 brings us four teams with byes: the Cleveland Browns, Green Bay Packers, Las Vegas Raiders, and Seattle Seahawks. So 14 games of NFL action. Let's take a look at my weekly picks against the spread, but start with the standings. So two straight losing weeks, but barely losing weeks. So I'm still 7 games over 500, and that was after being 11 under after 1 week. And last season finished over 30 games over 500. So let's get back to the winning weeks, and let's start with our Thursday night football game. A difficult one because the first one was a classic, went into overtime, very close. Bengals kind of in a must-win situation in Baltimore, though. I think the Bengals defense is such a weakness that the Ravens definitely capitalize and find a way to win by at least a touchdown. Now I'm a Giants fan, and I'm actually expecting the Giants to win this game in Germany, but. Kind of like last week, I took the Panthers because I thought a 7 point spread for the Saints was too much. Kind of thinking the same here, that a 6.5 point spread is too much for the Giants, although the Panthers actually did beat the Saints. But Panthers cover, Giants win. Bills right now running away with the AFC East. I think the only way they don't cover this if there's a letdown. Joe Flacco didn't necessarily light it up in his first game since it had been announced Anthony Richardson has been benched. Saints will be without Chris Olave, likely, who suffered his second concussion, while Derek Carr is back. Who is he throwing the ball to? Right now, the Saints defense just looking older. Tyrann Mathieu, Demario Davis, a guy like Cameron Jordan hasn't been playing nearly as much as he used to. Falcons continue to look like the favorite in the NFC South with a win. This was a tough one. Steelers coming off a bye, underdog by 3 at the Commanders. Yeah, I think due to coming off the bye, I think the Steelers find a way to somehow win this game. And I've been picking the Commanders almost every week. You could look at my previous picks. I used to always joke I get the Steelers wrong every week. This could be a time. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders win, of course not. But I think Mike Tomlin's crew gets it done. Man, the Jaguars without Christian Kirk. Um, don't have the greatest wide receiver corps right now, other than Brian Thomas, although for some reason he didn't get the ball much last week. Vikings with a nice way to get back on track with their win against the Indianapolis Colts. If they have any chance at winning the NFC North, they absolutely have to win games like this. Then we got the Broncos at the Chiefs. I mean, I expect the Chiefs to win every game, but it's almost like if their spread's more than 7 points, I'm going to take their opponent. And that's the case here. Chiefs, again, find a way to win every week. I took the Buccaneers last week. Chiefs won. Buccaneers covered. Kind of expecting the same here, although, I mean, the Broncos really put up a dud against the Ravens last week. Let's take a look at the rest of the schedule. We got Chicago Bears favored by 6 versus the Patriots. Again, a game that they absolutely need to have, the Bears, if they want to have any chance in the playoffs. I mean, it was looking like maybe all four NFC North teams could make it. The Bears are making it a little more difficult for that to happen. But yes, an absolute neat get-right game against a bad Patriots team. Will we see Christian McCaffrey? I mean, signs are kind of pointing to that, but it has not been confirmed. The Buccaneers will still be without their two-star wide receivers. I'm kind of hope by taking the 49ers, I am kind of hoping McCaffrey is back. I mean, Titans, yes, they did win last week. That doesn't mean I expect them to be getting back on track. It was against the Patriots. Just think the spread is too big. I could be wrong. We'll see if Will Levis plays. They said that he will get his starting job back once he's ready. And the Titans' defense is good enough to maybe at least make it close. I don't know. Yes, the Cowboys will be without Dak Prescott. I just think a 7 point spread is too high. I have been taking the Eagles recently. I do think they're back on track, but the Cowboys have had success, or at least been winning games when Cooper Rush was under center 2 seasons ago. I'm not saying they're going to beat the Eagles, but I think it could at least be a competitive game. This one was tough. I'm not ready to proclaim the Jets are looking like playoff contenders again after one win. But a team that has looked like a playoff contender, the NFC West leading Arizona Cardinals. Now that division is super, super tight. Game they really have to win. And a loss would pretty much end any hopes for the Jets. I think the Cardinals find the way to win at home. Man, I mean, the Lions just look superb, let's be honest. And Texans still dealing with injuries without their top two wide receivers. The Lions got Zadarius Smith. Is he an Aiden Hutchinson replacement? No, but he should perform well for them. And the Lions really haven't been missing a beat without Hutchinson. I think they miss him eventually, but hasn't happened yet. And our Monday night football game, right now the Dolphins 0-2 since Tua came back. And yes, both games were close, but they did lose both. Rams right in the division race. There were those rumors that Cooper Cup could be on the move. They decided to hold on to him. Puka Nakua's back. Matthew Stafford has looked well with his full arsenal at hand. Dolphins defense has struggled at times this year. I give the Rams the advantage to, stay in a very close NFC West where every win and loss is going to count in your division. So there are my Week 10 picks against the spread, 14 games. Recently, I've been losing on Thursday Night Football. I would say at least the last three, maybe the last four. So hopefully I get back on track again. Have Baltimore -6 at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Which of the picks do you agree with? Which do you disagree with? Who are some of your best bets for the upcoming week 10 schedule? Should be a good one. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.